That's me, Deidria Farmer Pellman, hanging out on Evergreen Plantation in Louisiana. I was there looking for a house in New Orleans, in particular in the Treme area where there are all those colorful Creole cottages and shotgun houses. I love the fact that they're just living history. I also love the food, the beignets, the jambalaya, crawfish, and I love the music. As Kermit Ruffins, he started out at Little People's Place. Now he's got a ton of albums and just enormous fame. I love artisans like Rukia, the doll maker, Mardi Gras crews, jazz and brass bands, and the fascinating jazz funerals. All of these are located in the Treme, the oldest community of free people of color in the United States. So that's where I bought my house, Soulie Cottage. It's located just 2 blocks from the French Quarter, right near Armstrong Park. Louis Armstrong Park used to be called Congo Square. It was the only place in America where enslaved Africans could play the drum. They drum and dance on Sundays. Today, the park is mostly locked up unless there's a performance at the Mahalia Jackson Theater that's located on the grounds. And there you can catch Broadway shows, opera, ballet, classical performances. Soulie Cottage was built in the 1830s by 2 brothers, Bernard and Alvin Soulie. They were free men of color, and they were extraordinarily wealthy for their time. The 2 brothers built homes throughout the Treme and the French Quarter. They were first cousins to Norbert Rieu, an inventor of a special steam engine for processing sugarcane. Norbert's mother, Constance Vivant, had been born a slave in the Congo. She was enslaved in Louisiana and eventually bought her freedom and the freedom of the Soulie brothers' mother and some of their siblings. They later on joined her in the transatlantic slave trade of Africans, and she built a plantation, now known as Kenilworth Plantation, where she used her son's sugarcane inventions to expedite the processing of her sugarcane on the plantation. Creole cottages are typically 4-room houses. Each room has a fireplace, as you can see. In the case of Soulie Cottage, there was an extra section added onto the house made of wood frame. That probably happened sometime in the 1900s. But normally it would have been 4 rooms, and in this case we call it a duplex because they're 2 separate units. One side was restored, and it was restored by Red Cross volunteers. It wasn't done for me, it was done for the previous owner, an elderly woman. And this side of the house was going to be used for income.
If I live next door, if I live next door.
This was the back of the house. So the bathroom and the kitchen areas were essentially part of the added on wood frame section. It's a peek at the back house. We'll learn a little bit more about that later, and some of these artifacts that you see. They were all found in the back house.
'Cause I'm a good neighbor. I'm a good friend. I'm a good neighbor. You're in good hands.
Now this is the other side of the cottage, the side that I'm left to restore. There was a severe termite problem. 2-by-3 termite nests were found in the walls, and so we ended up having to gut the house to do the extermination properly and remove all of the termite nests. This is the added-on part of the house. As you can see, it's wood framed. This area was the kitchen. We're turning it into a bathroom. The bathrooms were exterior to the home, but I'd like to have them on the inside. That was the back of the house at one time.
If I live next door, I'd like to see you a little more. Won't you be my neighbor?
That would have been the back window. We're turning it into a mirror as they did on the renovated side.
Would you please get out of that door? Always looking at me. Get out of the door, fool! Hey, now, door poppin', my big sister can't stop gossiping. Hey, now.
So here we are midway through that renovation process. As you can see, this wall is installed with sheetrock, and that will be the actual new kitchen wall.
Sticking our 2 cents in and running our mouth. Always gotta know what somebody business be about.
Now you can see that we have more of a bathroom here. New window. There'll be a water heater in that location, turned into a closet.
Now what I'm more on make my shoe cock or a fresh tongue. Hey now, don't pop it. My big sister can't stop gossiping. Hey now, don't pop it. Mama gonna get you and show ass for sure.
That's where the water heater will go.
Hey now, don't pop it. My big sister can't stop.
And of course the vanity and the toilet will be in this space.